This is a quick audio check here, guys. Great, it's all working. So go ahead and get ourselves loaded in here to the simulator. Our livery isn't working today, guys. Yeah, great. I'll go ahead and load in something else. I didn't know if this livery would work. Great. Right, I think we'll fly the A319 today. That's probably the plan now. Oh, great. I have to refile the plan now. Yeah, I don't know. I just loaded in the livery and it's all like covered in shadows and stuff. I think it's made for the Airbus X edition. Even though it appears under Airbus, I think. We've got an A321. Oh, we have got an A320. Although that's the Airbus X branded one. And that other one we loaded in was the regular branded one. So, see if this model works. Nope, this model doesn't work either. Great. Okay, so we don't have an Airbus A320 with Aegean. It's always been a pain trying to find one that works. And I remember this from last time. It didn't work, did it? Great. Just remember that now. So, that's why we always use the A319, I think. Sadly, this route can only be flown with an A320, so I'll have to sort of not use the virtual airline and just use an A321 for today. Because I don't believe I have an Aegean Airbus A320 installed. Okay, we'll use an A321 then. I'll have to just refile my sim brief plan, and we can do that, and I won't fly with the virtual airline. There we go. Off. Because I can't fly with them. Oh well. That's a shame. And there we go, the A321's working. Woohoo. Okay guys, I'll just go ahead and change the title a minute. There we go. Oh dear, there we go. We've sorted it. And I just need to change our aircraft to an A321. We'll still use the same cost index and all that. Oh dear. What have I done here? And we'll still use the same amount of passengers we were given. Because it's quite a high number. Okay, that's that sorted then. That's as sorted, I think. I don't need to change anything else. Oh dear. Can't believe that. Oh well. Loading that in now. Trouble. Well, our flight time is the same, so hasn't really affected anything changing the aircraft. Taking slightly more fuel, obviously. I also need to start Active Sky. I haven't done that. I'm amazed by that. What is up with me today? I'm posting that like every Saturday stream. Something's gone weird. There we go. There you go, guys. We are in the sim. There. Refresh that. It's all ready. Cool. I know what I'm doing. Maybe. Who knows? Cool. That's that sorted then. I'll have a look at the briefing from Active Sky. Yeah, we're okay like that. So we'll go on to here now. Cool. We're all ready to go then on today's flight. Whoa. A little bit of lag there as it loads in the jetways. Yeah, it's quite a big plane, this. Didn't expect to be flying an A321 today, that's for certain. Anyway, it's good. I'll go down here and pre-file this with Vatsim. Just check it's all correct and all good. Yeah, it looks okay, so I'll go ahead and file that. Oh dear, right, there we go. It's been filed, so we'll go ahead and I'll bring that into V-Pilot. Got no ATC or anything like that online down in Athens today. Call sign today is Aegean 682. I want to fly the A320, yeah, but oh well. We're not flying that now, so too bad. It's a shame, but what can we do, I guess? The livery didn't work. I've searched ages for a livery, and I thought, finally, maybe one that'll work. Nope. Doesn't work. They never work. Right. Cool. There we go. So I'll just go ahead and tune to Unicorn before I do anything else, in case I forget later. No ATC online. There's currently 2 planes on the ground here, and one on... There's 3 on the ground, 1 arriving, 2 departing, and I'll be the 3rd departing once I actually spawn in. Now my scenery for Athens is a bit wrong, unfortunately, because it's like the default one, but oh well. Yeah, we're flying a nice big A321 today. Obviously, I did plan to use the other one, but oh well. Let's get on with actually planning today's flight then. So, Mark can go on to the init page for now. I'll get the load and fuel sorted out. So we've got taken 174 packs today. And we've got to meet a 0 fuel weight of 67.3. Actually, we use the takeoff weight in this aircraft. That's a bit easier, isn't it? I'll go and take this to 0.8 straight away. So the cargo, yeah, we'll try and get this up to our takeoff weight, 77. So we'll enter the fuel first. 9.91. There we go, and that means we need about 7, it's about 6.3 on the cargo. Let's try 6.2. 6.23, I think. Yep, that's good enough. We'll stick with that. Right, instant load that into the plane. That means we are all ready to go. Put this on the doors page and we can get on with actually loading with GSX. Luckily this plane's a bit more simple to set up, so we shouldn't really have any issues with lost time. Anyway, request boarding. I've got 174 on board today. Cool. Oh, a bit of lag there as GSX loads in. Oh dear. There we go, that's better. Seatbelts coming on. And let's go. I don't know why I keep saying that. Something's gone on here, like this program called SODE. It just says it's unavailable, and that's what it's been saying lately. Luckily I haven't got GSX level 2, so the jetways wouldn't animate anyway. So let's have a check of the weather here in Athens before we get underway. So 0 at 2 knots. If I check Vatsim, Greece. Right, let's go ahead and start planning the route while that loads in. So Algav to Leap or Light, I don't know. Get that plugged in there.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Right, I'm trying to find our airport on here. Athens airport briefing. Let's have a look at what they're doing down here today. So, departing on 3 right today. We were planned to use 3 right. Cool. So that's all good. So we're using 3 right to depart here today. We are Aegean 682 today. Cost index is 30. And cruising today at 340 with a little descent down to 300 at the end. And then departing on 3 right, and we are taking the core to Tango, and then from core we're jumping on UL 53, yeah, onto UL 995 via KRK, yep, to Tigra.
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
Insert that. And then from Tigra, it is direct to ANC. And then from ANC,
Thank you.
we are taking M 730 onto Q 95 via Lickno, yes, to Peleg, and that is the last of our route, and then we'll plan the start for today. Cool. Insert all that, and then start. Let's have a look at the weather down there. Weather here in Athens is lovely. It's 18 degrees outside, very little wind, no clouds, so very nice. Down in Bologna, we have 16 degrees, 0 at 2 knots, so very calm, and no clouds. It's basically the same weather, just 2 degrees cooler. So it's looking like we're going to use runway 30, I think. What do we plan for? Yeah, 30. So we're going to use 30. They've got an ILS. Cool. We'll use that. And it is the Peleg 4 Romeo. There we go, that there. Insert that. 752 miles. It's about 10 miles further than planned. I don't know. Once I remove discounts, that might change. So we go. No, I don't know. For some reason, it's like 9 miles further than planned, but whatever. I don't know, what's going on out of Athens here? Oh, this is our arrival. What's going on our arrival then? So we head into the airport and then loop round. I'll have to check that with the charts later on. In terms of our departure now, it's basically, yeah, straight out. Let's have a look at the charts. So, Sid, runway 3 right. There's 2 different charts here, so I'm not sure which one we need. Got 3 currently on the ground here today, including me. Now, right, fuel pumps can come on. We'll get the EPU on and starting.
Hello.
I've checked, oh yeah, I've set the trim and all that. Cool. So we're just waiting on the charts to load in. Because as we know, for some reason they take an age. Why do they take so long to load? It's so annoying. The charts in this, on ChartFox, they just take an age. Come on. You can do it, ChartFox. Just load in our charts.
Hello.
I need to get Navigraph. Honestly, I don't know. I'll have a look at how much it costs. My Navigraph renews in like July, so maybe I'll get the upgraded package when it renews. Because it's just silly. Right, APU's firing up. Charts still aren't loading in.
Hello.
Great. It's just they don't exist in the charts. They don't load in today. No trouble, I'll tell you that.
Morning.
By the looks of it, it's basically straight out. Quite a sharp turn on departure. That's why I want to check to make sure that that's in the charts, but unfortunately our charts aren't running to load in today. They're being very slow.
Welcome aboard.
Who knows? I don't know. We might not end up getting charts here properly, but we're almost finished boarding. Let's go ahead and press B to set the QNH. Let's go ahead and get all our stuff for departure set. So, flaps 1, V2, 151, rotate 148, all that stuff. Sorted. Transition altitude apparently is 9,000. Although last time I believe it was 6,500 or something. And that was Krakow. I don't know. This thing's 9,000. And arrival, transition altitude, we're going to put in 6,000 for now. It might be like 5,000 or something. 0 at 2 at the winds. Temperature 16. I can't remember what the QNH was. 1018. And we'll set the barrow later on. Cool. That's everything all set up then. Our charts aren't loading, but whatever. Big deal. that's Chart Fox for you. Sometimes, sadly, they are just very slow charts. And we're not going to get them, I don't think. Transition altitude in Bologna is 6,000. Cool. Says it on the charts. Yeah, I don't know. We probably won't get charts for Athens somehow, but oh well, we'll just stick to what the plane's planned for us then, because they're not loading in. Auto brakes max. We'll set this up to cruise altitude 340. Depending on how the plane plans, we might go down to 300 after. So it's by BIDMA, basically. By BIDMA, we should be at flight level 300. However, the top of descent is literally straight after that, according to this, so we might not end up doing it. It's one of those things, for some reason, SimBrief, it often plans like a step descent, where you descend from your cruise altitude by like 4,000, just before your top of descent. It's kind of odd. I've forgotten how long the A321 is, actually. It's quite a long plane. Cool, though. So it's a longish flight. The winds are definitely not in our favour today. That's for certain. Right, we'll shut the front doors. And we may as well just get the beacon on. Beacon light. Where are you, beacon light? There you are. Because we are basically ready to go now. I'm just waiting on GSX.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Yeah, I know passengers are aboard, but we can shut the front cargo one as well, I think. Yeah, we can. So the front cargo is shutting as well. We're just waiting on the last of our crates to get loaded. Got a couple of planes in the area. Lots of Boeings. Ted's loading his Boeing business jets now. Because I got the GA pack for it before that the game wouldn't have recognised them. It would have just loaded them in as like a... It's better than having a total white livery, though. And I believe, yeah, we're the only plane bound for Bologna at the moment, so yeah, I think we might end up with a day without ATC or anything really here. Right, looks like they're loaded, so let's go ahead and shut the back cargo door. We'll put it into the load and fuel setting. Actually, nope. Right, parking brakes coming on. Wheel chocks and external power and all that gone. Cool, we are all ready for pushback. Right, are we going to get a taxi chart today? The taxi chart does work for this airport on Chart Fox. It's just very detailed, so it takes ages to load in. Right, we're going off 3 rights at this one here, so we're going to push back right.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Cool, we're pushing in start and getting ready for today's flight.
Locking gear.
So we're going to head around to the right and then basically just straight down to the airport. Not the airport, the runway. The ground chart has now loaded in. It took its time, but it's loaded in. Get right, we'll go.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Release parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
And go, engine 2's coming on. And TCAS is into the TARA position. So we'll wait on this to start up now. Our engine's actually starting. What's going on? not done correctly. Oh, maybe the packs need to be off. Yeah? Okay, our engines aren't turning on. I must have done something wrong, but the packs are off. Make sure the gens... Oh, the APU bleed, I'm being dumb. APU bleed needs to be on. There we go. There we go, it's one thing I forgot. Come on engines, fire yourself up. And engine number 2 as well. And we'll set the TCAS to above, because I'll forget to do that later. Watch the engines fire up, and then I'll put it back into the normal position. We're pushing back here on Echo, I think. That's Delta. That's Charlie, so this is Echo. So we'll go ahead and taxi to Charlie. We'll go all the way across to Delta, actually, and head all the way down Delta. Like that. Are we going to get a SID chart? I'm just clicking on it now. Nope, we're not. Still lagging. Still doesn't want to load. Oh well. Right, looks like the engines are almost fired up.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes on. Right, set
Waiting your confirmation
flaps
for good engine
into
start.
1 position. Engines are started good. That can go into the normal position now. Guess these gens can go on now. And are they fully fired up? Yes, they are. So the APU can come off as well, and the APU bleed can come off, and the taxi lights can come on. Strobes into auto. There we go. We'll leave that there.
Unlocking gear.
This can come out of plan mode. That's why it wasn't displaying anything properly. Plan flight can stay distinct an hour and 41. I think in an hour and 59 is in brief staying, which I believe. We'll check the charts when landing, because I'm not sure about that there. Where does it think we can descend from? This thinks yeah, look, this thing thinks we're descending before Bidma anyway. That's kind of the problem. So I might tell it we have to be at 300 for Bidma. Like, as a restriction, we have to be below 300.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, I'm not sure what the transition altitude is here, because we haven't been able to grab hold of any of the charts. Oh, this one's we've been able to grab through this one. Oh, it is 9,000, the Airbus got it right. So I've been able to get hold of the 3 left departures, but for whatever reason, the 3 right departure charts aren't loading. Sadly, they don't want to load. So there's currently, like, I mean, is there a plane on approach? If they're approaching, they should be using 3 left, hopefully. That's why we're using 3 right. Anyway, as GSX said, have a good trip, yeah. I don't know. Oh, I'd say we're ready to go, so. Spoilers, yep. And we'll test the takeoff config. There you go, everything's all ready for takeoff, no blue on there. This can go back into the flight plan page. And there we go, we're all ready to get underway. Because I went outside and then went back in, it broke the announcement. Oh well. Looks quite nice outside there. Right. Doesn't look like there's much else approaching Athens now. There are 2 planes in the area, but neither of them have got flight plans, so I don't know where they're going. I think they're GA maybe. So we'll just, yeah, by the looks, and if they are landing, they should be using 3 left. There's nothing on my TCAS, which is obviously turned on and set to above. So we'll just go ahead and get ourselves out of here once we pull up to the runway. So we'll taxi all the way down here. We can probably use flex on the takeoff because it's such a long runway. We'll take this exit, no, this entrance here. It's a really long runway here, so we shouldn't have any problems. And then we're flying down to Bologna, and then next, no, not Thursday, next Saturday we're flying Bologna, and on our way down to Heathrow, which should be interesting. Heathrow should be pretty busy. Heathrow's always busy. I don't think Heathrow never, right now I'll have a look at Heathrow, and while the rest of us is quite quiet, Heathrow has got ATIS and approach online, and it's got 7 departures, so even at this time in the morning, it's fairly busy, and they have ATC. So I'm hoping for that when we get down between Heathrow and Amsterdam. In the 787, we're doing a return to try and get some proper good, big route flying done in the 787. It'll be the 788, the Dash 8, which is it's the smallest one of the 3, but I think it's still counted as a heavy. So. Today it's just plain old Aegean 682, unlike yesterday, which was Skyways, was it 6207 heavy or something like that? Yeah. Although I noticed afterwards I put 6107 into the FMC. I must have, because it displayed the call sign on the little clock that you get down here as 6107. Right, I'll go ahead and park up here. Right, there we go. On goes the landing lights. On go the takeoff lights. On go the runway turn-offs. And there we go. Taxiing up to the runway now. Actually quite a long flight today because of the headwinds. So, yeah, and 59 this is thinking at the moment. Get ourselves lined up on the runway. Now, well, 1.2% I guess. 1.2 because obviously these are I-80 engines and they have a bit of a different system. And flex 57 set. $100 knots. Long takeoff. Because we're not using full power. And V1, rotate, V2. Hey, we used the full length of the runway there, didn't we? Turn ourselves slightly to the left. But yeah, this thing's just altered our path to make it actually flyable, which is nice. And we will start the clock there. Actually, gear's going up. That's a bit dumb of me. There we go, positive rate gear up. This thing will actually start gaining speed now. Such calm wind, there's literally no wind at all. I can just let go of the yoke, it's fine. It's nuts, go, ease it down. Let the speed pick up. And flaps 1. Max speed of 210 knots here. So into auto throttle. we're starting to climb a bit more again now, because we want to try and keep this thing below 210 knots for a bit. Cool, there we go. I may as well just put it in autopilot now before we get to this turn. There we go, guys. That is us in the air. Unarm the ground spoilers. We'll go ahead and turn off the nose lights and the runway turn-offs. And there we go. We are in the air, passing 5,000 feet. On our way to Bologna. Passing 6,000 feet now. Maybe we could have kept it in flaps 1. I don't know why this is whining at us. I set 9,000, didn't I? I'm positive I set 9,000 as our... I definitely set 9,000, no? As our... Why can't I even set my transition altitude now? No, whatever, I'll ignore it. Flashing at me, it's 9,000. I must have changed it without realising or something. So we've got to be at 210 knots now until, well, at ATV we've got to be at 210 knots, however this thing thinks we can get above. Does that actually say it on the charts though, that whole 210 knots thing? Does it actually say that? Right, transition altitude. Because it's sticking at 210 knots here is a bit of a problem for us. Like, we're getting drag on the wings. Like, does it actually say that on the charts? You know what, we're getting rid of it. It's silly. It's causing some problems. I don't know why it's 210, like, so far after departure. Maybe it's a noise thing, but we're above 10,000 now, so noise shouldn't really be an issue. I don't know, maybe we climbed too quickly or something. I don't know, it'd be nice if we actually had charts to tell us, because I reckon that turn we did maybe isn't even, you know, what we're supposed to do. That's probably what it is. Possibly because it is a bit of an odd sort of departure, but it's probably the fact we haven't got charts doesn't help. I might just get Navigraph at this point. Right, gaining speed here. Gaining speed quite quickly. Now we're above 10,000. This thing wants to get up to 328 knots pretty quickly. There's Athens down there. Scroll out a little bit on that. So they currently got no ATC anywhere on today's route. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to have much in the way of ATC today. Yeah, this thing's speed has just climbed up, which is nice. After ATV, I'll get the seatbelt signs turned on. This can go into 80 nautical mile range now. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream. Anyone who's tuned in, how many we had? We had 3 playbacks so far, not bad. The streams have been very popular in the past few days. That 7x7 stream yesterday had 17 playbacks, broke the record that the Greek Island hopping set just the week before. It's very good, guys. Good to see my channel, you know, actually getting, well, it's not great, but you know, it's a start. It's great. It's excellent. Popular channel. So yeah, it's just straight on now here really. We're going to be getting down to Bologna. There's currently nothing on its way to Bologna, nothing pre-filed or anything, it's just us. I went live normal time, 8:30. Like my time. Anyway. So passing 17,000 now. I see my signs can come off. Passing 20,000 now. Got 713 miles to go. It's quite a long flight this actually. It's like about the same length as yesterday's. About 2 hours. We'll see how long it takes us. We're passing 22,000 here. On our way to Core, which is the end of our stage, and then we're jumping on today's waypoints. And then obviously we've got a big gap between Tigra and ANC of 325 miles. Is that like over the sea or something? Yeah, it is. That's why we've got that gap. May as well set the TCAS to normal now. Save us doing it later. Oh, look at the outside of the plane here. The plane looks lovely. Very long the A321. You don't really expect, you don't realise it's that long, but it is. Right, here we are, Aegean 682, currently passing like all the way across Greece basically, and then so we're going to pass over the Adriatic, I think it's called, and then into Italy, and then down into Bologna. Is it actually the home of the bolognese sauce? I don't know. Isn't that like more a British thing? I don't know, I'm checking now. Yeah, and that's what I thought. It's called like ragu. in Italy, it's not called spaghetti bolognese. That's a British thing. Thought so. Whether it came from Bologna, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Probably did, given the name of the place. I don't know. We've got about a 20 knot headwind at the moment. In terms of overall headwind, we're looking at about 70 miles of headwind throughout this flight. The air distance is a bit longer than the ground distance today. So, oh well, that's what we deal with, isn't it? That's how it works with active sky. You get real life weather, and that can make your flights longer. It can speed them up, like as we learnt with the flight between Yellowknife and Edmonton, which was quite funny actually. We had like, it was just nuts. Australia's crazy busy there again. We need to do some more flying in Australia, in and out of Brisbane and stuff, because obviously I can't see if people are online in Australia because they have different centres to the ones that Vatsim says are there, which is why that is. Edinburgh's got full ATC online. It's kind of odd actually, like why Edinburgh? I don't know why Edinburgh gets so full because very few people fly there. Like really, I don't think they do. Like I guess it's because it's like the sort of, it's another English, another British capital. So we're coming up to 28,000 here. So we've got 6,000 left now until our cruise, when I'll have a look at all our waypoints. No, not our waypoints, our landing, our star, to make sure it's all correct. So we're in the air 13 minutes at the moment, so quite a while to go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking like doing some more short flights at the moment. I think we should do some more shorter ones. So we're currently 30,000, which we'll pass. Well, now actually, just now. I'm just checking Vatsim for sort of like, for sort of how busy it is in different areas over the world. Right now, like it's mainly like Asia, like Jakarta centres full. If we were travelling between like, say Jakarta and like Darwin or something, we'd have pretty much full ATC. So we need. The problem is that's like, because of the time I stream, that's the time that they're all doing their flight simming, because a lot of people do it in the afternoon, like / evening, mainly evening. But obviously more people are online in the mornings now. It has got better. I'm passing 32,000. We may as well check our arrival. I'll make sure the arrival charts load in, actually. There we go. They load in straight away. Cool. We've got working charts for them then. So I'll make sure it's all ready and zoomed in. So I'm looking around for our arrival right now. There's different like Peleg arrivals. Which one are we? We're not the Peleg 4 whiskey. No, we're not. So where's the other one? Are these all the RNAV stars? I think we've picked an RNAV star. Yeah, we have. Okay. No, we picked a VOR one. Sorry. So we'll choose the Peleg 4 whiskey then. We'll change it to the 4 whiskey. Yeah, we'll use the 4 whiskey instead. There we go. And now, if I look at it, it should be a bit better because it basically chose an RNAV star, which goes up to, well, we chose a VOR star. Sorry, so we've used a VOR. Yeah, this is a bit better, a bit more controlled in. I don't know which one's easier. So we've got an RNAV star, which is this one, and then we've got the VOR star, which heads into the airport and then loops round it. They've got odd stars in Bologna. Like, that's for certain. They've got some weird procedures. So we head in, and then we like sort of go round and round and round before finally landing at the airport. Like, whose idea was that? I don't know. So that's our route for arrival then. It's a little bit chaotic maybe. Constantly sort of twirling ourselves round a little bit, but it's a better arrival. It'd be nice if we could just go straight from P388 to 473 like that, but sadly obviously this star doesn't do that, just something else. Where's our top descent now then? Because it was originally, yeah, it's been moved back. Top descent is now much further, so maybe it doesn't work. Let's use the other one then. I think it works out better. So, yeah, it saves us a bit of time, I think. Even though it's kind of a bit silly, the Romeo one via the VOR, it's a bit of an odd sort of approach. I guess it does save a bit of time, so. Or this now thinks we should do that, which is even more silly.
Hello, Captain. Would you like some coffee? Here you are. Enjoy.
Oh, wow. So that's the silly thing again when they play 2 announcements at the same time. Why do they do that on this game? It always does it. We'll try the VOR one then. Problem is, you're meant to like arc round. No, we are meant to head straight in, and I don't know. It's a bit difficult. That's the thing. So it's 620 miles. Let's plug in the other one now. So 620. Plug in this one. 645. So it adds about 25 miles onto the journey. So for this thing, we head in. What does this say? There's instructions. So the 4 Romeo. It's all mainly meant to be done by ATC, I think. I don't know, it's a bit complicated. What on earth we're meant to do? Well, we'll use the one we planned, then. And maybe it's better off if we use a via. On our approach. So we have to go via somewhere. Maybe that's a better off idea, I think. So ILS. and then the 4 Romeo. That's a better idea, I think. Apparently now our journey is 2,700 miles long. Great. I think that's better. Yeah, that's more. I think that's what it is. There we go. With an approach transition, it needs to be used with. However, I don't think we have one anymore, do we? What does the Boa 2 do? That's better, isn't it? The Boa 1 is further out. Does it say which one we need to use? Well, are there specific instructions saying we need to join a certain transition? Oi. Get back in there, table. I'm thinking we'll take the... I don't know, should we take the wider one? Or the sort of less wide one? And this is quite a big plane. It's an A321, so... Also, that has a better speed restriction. We'll select this one, the Boa 1, and that should fix it for us. That should fix our arrival. So yeah, we head over there, and then we actually have something, like a path to follow afterwards. That's better. There we go. We've got our arrival sorted, finally. We have to loop around the airport, which is a bit of a pain, but there we go. We've got our arrival sorted. So back to ARC and 80 nautical mile range. That's better. And there we go. We've got everything sorted. It took a bit of time, but there we go. We're here in our A321 above the skies. It's a very nice day out there, actually. Let's have a look at the... If I check the weather now, the runway you need to use has changed. Oh, okay, we're okay. 3303 at 3 knots. That updated. Oh, we'll have some new weather in like 10 minutes, so I won't put this in. Elevation of the airport. Oh yeah, this is one important thing. We need to check the minimums as well. So ILS. Where is it? There you go. ILS or localizer runway 30. Minimums. We are Cat C, I think. We must be under 140 knots. No, we're not. Okay, we're Cat D then. For now. So, minimums are 360. Great. Here you go, it says it's here. So, category D, anywhere from 141 knots to 165 knots. That's Cat D. So, at the moment, our landing speed... Is it landing speed? So, it's to do with missed approach. So, like, circling speed. We'll just use the landing speed. Final approach segment. So it's that. We'll use this. We'll use the approach speed, I think. Either this speed or this speed. I don't know. Well, for now, we're definitely Cat D, but we might check. Well, it only changes the minimums by 10 anyway. But at the moment, minimums are 360. It might go down to 350. No, that's 240 feet radio altitude at the moment. And then once we land, I don't know how big Bologna Airport is, but oh dear, it doesn't like the ground charts running. We've got a docking chart that might be of some use if the aerodrome chart doesn't decide to work. Okay, it doesn't work then. We haven't got a ground chart. Oh dear, I'm just having enough of this now. This is silly. This is just really silly now. All this stuff that isn't working. We need to just... Honestly, I need to get Navigraph charts running, I think. Because it's just silly. Okay, we haven't got those charts, so I'll stick it on the VOR chart, and we'll leave it there. Cool. So that's everything planned for the rest of today's flight. That's everything planned. So we've got 6 playbacks so far, not bad. Not bad at all. 470 miles left at cruise. It's going to take us about 50 minutes. And sadly, we have no ATC. That whole time, I don't think we're going to have any ATC. Great. I'll look at Vatsim, Italy, because sometimes they have like a page where you can view who's going to be online. So I'll have a quick check. Vatsim, Italy. I'm not sure if you can view that. I don't know. Doesn't look like we've got anything, so. Oh well. But yeah, it doesn't look like we've got anything like that. So. Oh well, I guess. So yeah, we haven't got any ATC from what I can currently see. We might get some later, but I can't see it right now. We might get it later. Hopefully we'll get some ATC. Would be nice. I don't know, sometimes like Rome FIR do come online. I don't know who we're heading. We're not heading through Rome FIR, I don't think. No, we're not. So we're gonna head into Brindisi FIR, and we're going to be there for 45 minutes, and then for the rest of the flight we're going to be in I can't view the label. We're going to be in Milan FIR. So Milan, so we're entering Brindisi airspace in about 5 minutes, and then after that we'll be in Milan airspace about 45 minutes later. So unless any of those ones come online. Oh, actually, our GGG Centre just came online. Oh, great. That's literally Athens Control, as in, like, Athens Centre, literally just came online just as we're leaving their airspace. Like, we're literally about 5 minutes from leaving Athens airspace. We might get a call from them. Possibly. We are still in their airspace. If we can see, I am still in their airspace. Look, me, they're Aegean 682. I'm still in their airspace, but only just. So, I might not get a call. Be nice if I do. Who knows? Also, there's 2 planes that are very close to me that are 1,000 feet above me. Looks like a BA in the direction of Athens, and an airport and an airline I don't know in the direction of Cape Town, a 777, and the BA's an A320. Who knows? 14 nautical miles now to Palma, and then after KRK, we've got a 60-mile gap to Tigra, and after that it's ages without a waypoint because of the sea, basically. Looks nice outside though. Making our way along. Yeah, we haven't got a call from Athens Centre, so I don't think. That's a shame, really, isn't it? They've literally just tuned on, and we're just a little bit too late, unfortunately for them. A little bit too late. Otherwise, we could have had ATC. Oh well. I don't know why. It's like ATC are avoiding me, but like, there you go. He's out of the airspace now. Now we can contact. It's because it's 9:30, so they must have been booked to come on at like 8:30 Zulu or something. Also, we might have the updated weather for Bologna. Yes, we do. So the weather for Bologna comes in quite quickly. 300 at 5 knots. Perfect weather at the moment for runway 5. No, runway 30. It's perfect weather. And temperature is 17 degrees now. Nice and warm down there. It is nice and warm weather, I'll say that. It's nice to have warm weather. That's for certain. It's very nice to have warm weather. Currently got a headwind of about 39 knots. Yeah, that works out, I guess. According to Active Sky, it's exactly about 39.2 knots. So it's not too much of a headwind. It's a little bit of a headwind, but, you know. The problem with this, though, is the Airbus is not a quick aircraft anyway. Really. It's not that quick. So now we're getting this. Our ground speed is actually quite low. Well, there you go, lucky passengers, they're getting sandwiches. I don't know why you get those random, like, little... Oh, we have got a contact me. Okay. Well, why not then? That's kind of odd, actually. I didn't think we'd get a contact me from them, since we're literally just about to leave their airspace. 129.8, so we're going to have some ATC today, then.
Good morning, New Squawk 7230.
Squawk 7230, scanner event 7701.
Hello, Athens Control. This is Aegean 682 at flight level 340.
Aegean 682, hello, good morning, Squawk 7231.
Squawk 7231, Aegean 682. 7231.
Αθήνα, καλημέρα, χρόνια πολλά, Olympic 2 Mike Tango.
Go,
Olympic 2 Mike
7231.
Tango, Kalimera, radar contact, flight level 170.
And we're descending initially to flight level 90 for Kirkira.
Athens radar, Kalimara, Speedbird 2559, Airbus A320 in cost, requesting clearance to Gatwick as filed, please.
Speedbird 2559, hello, Athens radar, standby for ATC clearance.
Who's this? Yesterday we had someone who was far too quiet. No, far too loud. This person's way too quiet.
Olympic 411, Kalimera, Squawk 7233.
Squawk 7283, Olympic 411.
Olympic 411, Squawk 7233.
Squawk 7233, Olympic 411.
Olympic 2 Mike Tango.
Προφήτε.
Έχετε σε τα διαδικασία σας?
Όχι, δεν έχουμε ξεκινήσει διαδικασία, απλά κατεβαίνουμε για το 90.
Καλώς, Olympic 2 Mike Tango, expect Arnav runway 3 forward for circling to land for runway 16.
Arnav 34, circling to land runway 16, Olympic 2 Mike Tango.
Olympic 2 Mike Tango, when ready, proceed direct to T-Rex.
We're literally...
Proceed direct to T-Rex now, Olympic 2 Mike Tango.
We're literally just sort of like exiting their airspace. We've got a bit more to go actually.
Athens radar,
But,
Kalimera,
yeah.
Transavia 142, inbound Kopar, passing flight level 220 for flight level 240.
Transavia 142, hello, Sir Athens radar, Squawk 723 forward.
Squawk 7324, Transavia 142.
It's nice to have some ATC. Didn't expect it. And then we'll wait and see if we get any from Italy.
Aegean 682, identifying flight level 340.
Cool, I'm identified. Why does it take that long though? I don't get it. Like between me setting the squawk code and the ATC identifying someone seems to take ages.
Scandinavian 7701, identifying flight level 160, proceed to Skopelos, VOR, expect NDB approach runway 02, descend to 4000 feet, QNH 1016.
Continue inbound Skopelos, expect NDB approach runway 02 and descend 4000 feet, QNH 1016, Scandinavian 7701.
Scandinavian 7701, next report 10 nautical miles before Skopelos.
Report 10 miles before Skopelos, Scandinavian 7701.
Nice to have ATC.
Olympic 411.
I think we leave their airspace after Tigra, maybe.
Olympic 411, identifying flight level 200, proceed direct lab books.
Proceed direct lab box at level 220, Olympic 411.
That guy is quite quiet.
Transavia 142.
Transavia 142.
Transavia 142, confirm you have squawk on the box 7234.
Sorry, I squawked 7324, and it should be 7234. I'll change that. Transavia 142.
Athens, good day. Lufthansa 2 Golf Hotel is with you, flight level 370.
Lufthansa 2 Golf Hotel, hello sir, Athens radar, squawk 7235.
7235, Lufthansa 2 Golf Hotel.
Athens Control, good morning, you return 7834 vacated to the left at Alpha 9.
Your tran 7834, welcome to Athena, taxi via Alpha 9, Alpha, Kilo to gate of choice.
Roger, Alpha 9, Alpha Kilo to standard choice and wait for the cargo apron. Your tran 7834.
Yeah, it's quite busy on the frequency then. I don't know.
Olympic to Mike Tago, descend to 6,000 feet.
Probably why they went online.
6,000 feet, Olympic to Mike Tago.
Yeah, there's nothing currently for us though in Italy, onwards from here,
Olympic
and
to Mike Tago, QNH 1017.
nothing currently on its way to Bologna either.
107, Olympic to Mike Tago.
Radar Infinity 333, good day. Flight level 350 inbound 4 miles Roza.
I think we'll get handed off at
Infinity
Tigra.
333, hello, squawk 7236.
Squawk 7236 Infinity 333.
I don't know what that beep is whenever that guy talks. It's actually quite annoying. I don't know what it is. It's nice to be on Vatsim. I don't know, like Vatsim is basically like what makes flight sim just that little bit better. It's just like, it's nice to have online ATC, isn't it?
Transavia 142, identifying flight level 240, proceed direct to Kea.
Direct to Kea, Transavia 142.
By the looks of it, we have almost left his airspace, like according, I think, yeah, Tigra is probably the airspace exit point. If I
Infinity
look,
333, identifying flight level 350, proceed direct saloon.
Direct Saloon Infinity 333.
I don't know what that beep is whenever that guy talks. There's like a little beep every time he starts talking. I don't know. Who knows?
Olympic 411, expect Arnav runway 27 when ready. Proceed direct to Gonsu.
Proceed direct to Gonsu. Approach runway 27, Olympic 411.
Olympic 411, confirm Arnav runway 27. Arnav.
Arnav runway 27, Olympic 411.
Athens, Scandinavian 7701, we are approximated 11 miles from Skopelos.
Affirmative Scandinavian 7701, over Skopelos, you are clear for NDB approach runway 02, descend according, and the next report will be at the final runway 02.
After Skopelos, continue NDB approach runway 02, descend to 2000 unknown discretion, and report final runway 02, Scandinavian 7702. Correction 7701.
Athena Olympic 2 Mike Tango.
Olympic 2 Mike Tango, descend to 3000 feet, clear for Arnav Zulu runway 27, for circling to land runway 16, next report inside 16.
Athena Olympic 2 Mike Tango, έχει κάβο και υπέροχο καιρό να συνεχίσουμε visual για τον 16.
Very busy on the frequency, isn't it? So we should exit this centre at about 9 miles, I think.
Ολυμπιακή 2 Mike Tango, δεν σας έχω δώσει το 16 γιατί εγώ βλέπω 155 κόμβους, αλλά αν έχετε εσείς καβοκή συνεχίστε για το 34.
Όχι για το 16, αλλά να ξεκινήσουμε από τώρα για visual για το 16.
Don't think we're going to get any other ATC today, unless, well...
Θετικό 2 Mike Tango, είστε ελεύθεροι για visual στο 16.
Ευχαριστώ, θα καλέσουμε final Olympic 2 Mike Tango.
I don't know why sometimes the plane just randomly sort of like throttles down and then throttles back up again. It just did it then. Who knows
Aegean
why?
682, no further ATC monitor Unicom 122.8.
Unicom 122.8. Aegean 682. Thanks for ATC. Okay, let's get ourselves back onto Unicom 122.8. Nothing really happened there when we're on ATC, just sort of, well, basically onto the frequency. I don't know, unfortunately, whenever I get ATC, there's never an opportunity to, like, make a shortcut out of it. Like, sometimes if you're on a route that's got lots of waypoints, you can get a little shortcut out of having ATC, but nah, nothing for us today. Alright, let's just continue with the route then now. So we've just crossed into the Brindisi airspace. We haven't got anything there. Oh look, great. Athens approach just came online as well. So now Athens has got like full ATC. And we left it like 45 minutes ago. Great. So it's now 322 miles to our next waypoint. That we can only just see. And then we need to descend after Bidma. So... no, at Bidma. So according to this, I'll look at the... yeah, we need to be at 300 at Bidma. And then, because that's like this little step of descent, I guess you could call it. So it's 300 at Bidma, and then our top of descent is like just after that. So we'll set. So it's 300... at Bidma and Sorug. And then Asdor. Asdor, we should already be descending. We should be about flight level 26, something like that. So, yeah, we'll descend down after ANC to 30,000. And then we'll stay there until after Sorug, and then we'll start our descent just after Sorug, basically, I think. Cool. Cool. So that's us all set up then. Because like unlike a step climb, which you just plug in at the time, because of how this is, we may as well just plug it in as a restriction on the descent. So yeah, So that's when we'll start descending. It's been got to stop a descent back a little bit. So 310 miles until descent now. So we got descending about 140 miles early. Like 140 miles before the airport, which is not that early, I don't think. Well, so look, 34 times 3. It's about maybe 20 miles early. But again, we've got a few restrictions as well. Obviously, because we're overflying the airport, we have to be at a certain altitude at a certain place with these things. So it's 5,000 above the airport, which is probably why. Because we're sort of overflying the airport and then circling to land, sort of, on 30. And I believe we'll have another weather report in about 10 minutes' time, and we'll see what that looks like. But for now, the winds are spot on for 300, absolutely spot on. Which is just what we want. And they're only 5 knots as well, not too bad. We've got no cloud, nothing nasty at all, really. We've got absolutely lovely winds, really. Lovely wind, lovely cloud. QNH down there is 1018 at the moment. I heard the sound, but maybe it was the cabin crew exiting, not entering or something. So yeah, now it's straight on. At the moment, as I said, nothing pre-filed in or out of Bologna at all, really, unfortunately. But, oh well, it looks like we're going to have an airport to ourselves. Which is kind of good, actually, because we haven't got a taxi chart. It doesn't want to load in. So, oh well. Twice in a row now, we're not going to have proper charts. Because they don't want to load in. They just sit there lagging. Not lagging, like loading. Because it has, the way ChartFox works, it grabs it from another website. Like, it searches the web to find the up-to-date charts and then brings them up. But, sadly, sometimes it doesn't work. That's the way with these things. You know, generally, if you're getting, like, obviously the idea of it's free flight simulation charts, but the downside with that is, you know, it basically does the job of when I search the web for charts, it basically does that for me, and then puts it in a place that's quite easy to access. That's basically what it does. And sometimes, you know, with the web chart, as I've discovered when searching them for them myself, they don't always work. Or they can sometimes be out of date, like the charts we were using for Melbourne yesterday on ChartFox, they were 10 years out of date. Yet, luckily, the Quality Wings has built-in charts, which is just the coolest thing ever. We're definitely going to try and fly the Quality Wings more, I think. I'd love to fly it more than we fly. Definitely, I don't know, the Aerosoft Airbus, I enjoy it, but it's my least favourite out of the 3. Partially because it is a low-detail one, you know. I'm not going to buy the professional version of this thing, though, because I'm not paying another £70 for a product I already own. It's kind of a bit pointless. I'd rather just stick with the Steam edition. Although I do wish... But again, you got to remember, the point of this plane, this was the plane that got me into flight sim. Where I thought, you know... Because I remember buying FSX before and I thought this wasn't very good. And I thought, hang a minute, it's because you need add-ons. Like, you need a decent plane. And this is like the starter plane. This is what... You know, it has checklists. It has things like easily changing the states. This plane, as an introduction to flight simming, is the best plane out there. I think. The best one I've got, certainly. The PMDG and the Quality Wings, you buy them once you've got used to it. They're study level planes. And you use them once you get used to flight simming. But when you're not used to flight simming, this plane's perfect. It's got automated checklists. It's got a system where you can literally click takeoff state to get you in the air sooner. It's great. Perfect. And then even when you aren't used to flight simming, you can fly it on a network. Fine. Like, I can fly this on Vatsim with no issues. Clearly, you know, I can change the heading, I can manage the altitude, step climbs. I basically got full control of the autopilot. It just makes it a bit easier. So it is a perfect plane, this. And the price is excellent. Like, it's only like, I think it's about £25, £30 for just the A318 and A319 bundle, or just the A320 and A321 bundle. But I remember I bought both of them at the same time. I bought like an A318 to A321 bundle that saved me a bit of money. I think it was like £45 for the 4. That's the full lot, which is pretty good. A318 all the way up to A321 for £45. It's really not bad. I mean, the quality wings, as I said, the quality wings is expensive, but, you know, the fact that it has charts built into it, and the fact that it has all these systems built into it, it really puts the value of the plane up. So that £75 doesn't feel quite as much as it did before, because you get all these extra stuff. It's not just plain. So, you know, kind of nice in that sense, I guess. Currently, we're not going very quickly, sadly. 416 knots is the ground speed. We've got basically a pure headwind. It's only 36 knots, so that's what's lucky. We've got very little wind today. But the wind we have got is a bit of a pain. We've got 270 miles left now until descent. So about, well, this is now saying half hour. Yeah, right. Oh dear. I don't know. Unfortunately, this Airbus is terrible at time estimation. I know that you can't, with a headwind, we're not doing that in half hour. Maybe with a tailwind we could. But nah, not without a tailwind. Not without a strong-ish tailwind. And we've got completely the opposite of that, so I don't see that happening. Right, it's just past 9:50. We're not going to have the latest weather yet, no. Wait another 5 minutes. And see what we get then. Weather right now is absolutely lovely outside. Look at it, it's lovely. I think Aegean only have 1 or 2 A321s, so it's nice to be flying it. Yeah, and after this, when we land in Bologna, next Saturday, I can't wait. We're going down to Heathrow, and then we're going to have a couple of, you know, I think I'd like to have a couple of flights in and out of Heathrow, get that full ATC. Although right now, Heathrow's got no ATC, which is quite funny. But there's 5 planes on the ground. That must be chaos. Hopefully, I'm really hoping we'll have full ATC when we do like Heathrow to Amsterdam and back. It'd be lovely to have proper nice ATC. I think what I would like to do is take part in a couple more events on Vatsim. So I'll look at like the Saturday morning events they have. Sometimes, like, the problem is a lot of them don't really suit either the sort of flying I do or the exact times that they're on don't work. So today there are a few events on, I think. However, the page isn't loading. Great, the page for Vatsim events won't load. Oh, there you go, it's loading now. So they've got some long routes on today. Oh dear, there was a... That's why it's got so busy. There was an event out of Athens today. At 10 o'clock. Oh dear, 10 o'clock my time, that's been 5 minutes. Oh, come on. We should have... Oh, we could have planned that. And they're going to... So basically, it's a Athens. They're pushing Athens airport to the limit today. That wasn't on there before. That's a bit of a pain. They had it on so suddenly. I don't know why. And there's also that's Venezia overload. Again, they're not until like a bit further on. Vienna overloads on today. Unfortunately, a lot of them are on like late in the evening. They've got a shuttle between Luxembourg and Berlin, which I probably would have taken part in, but sadly, you know, it's 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, which isn't when I stream. I'll see what else they've got going next week at the moment, then. they've got a Nice and Rome City link, but again, so Saturday morning, next Saturday, oh, Munich 11 to 11. We're already streaming, sadly. I need to check the event before I schedule streams. Because I think we should take a break from doing this whole, like, I land somewhere, I take off from that same place. If there's an event on, we need to do it. Because, like, Munich 11 to 11, that's pretty good. Like, that's like when we had Lisbon 11 to 11, and we flew from Ponta Delgada down to Lisbon. That was fun. We had, like, tons of ATC. So we need to be doing more of that, I think. Anyway, on with the flight simming. 234 miles to ANC. What is the ANC stand for? Ancona. Okay, so it's Ancona then. 234 miles to Ancona. We're descending just after then, about 3 or 4 miles after. The plane keeps changing its mind. Oh dear. The Airbus does that. It constantly changes its mind about everything. And no surprise, it's already been delayed by 1 minute, our ETA until descent, and it's only been like 2 or 3 minutes. That'll just keep getting delayed. ETA at the moment, this is thinking 9:42, so about 45 minutes, 47 minutes. I don't think so. What's even more funny is that, like, even the overlay, and this is going direct, thinks that we'll be there after that, and the overlay is going 1 on our current speed and 2 on going direct, which is neither. Like, it's kind of silly. I don't know why we have that as a thing. Like, why the Airbus is so bad at estimating time. Like, I don't understand that. It's a bit of an odd one. Maybe there's somewhere where you can enter in cruise winds, because that's one thing I've noticed. You don't enter in cruise winds on this plane, but there's no way you can. Like, I've looked, there's literally nowhere where you can enter them. And that's probably why it doesn't know. If it knew how bad the winds were, because we have a headwind, if it knew we had a headwind, it would probably change its mind. But that's part of the problem with this thing not being, you know, your study level aircraft. You can't do that in this plane. So how come I can change our latitude just by pressing up and down? That's kind of a bit odd. I want to see how that update app works, but it doesn't seem to work. Like, there's nothing I can plug into it. So this is the cruise page of today's flight. Can't do anything with it. Literally just says, apparently the max we would have reached today is like 360 recommended max. Probably because of the wind. So that's the thing though. This thing obviously does know the wind then. But oh well. What's our landing speed now? It must have gone down. Yeah, it has a bit. We're still Cat D though. If we become Cat C, I think I'll use approach speed. Right. Aircraft approach category. Specifically the VREF of a given aircraft. The approach speed is given. Okay, range of final approach speeds. Final approach. They overlap. So range of speeds for initial approach. So V80. We're looking for the V80 speed that isn't on here. I don't know, it's a bit confusing. So where is it? V 80, here you go. Indicated airspeed. It's equal to the stall speed multiplied by 1.3. That's what it is. What's the stall speed? I don't know what the stall speed is, like 135 or something? Maybe? It's like something like that, isn't it? I don't know. Stall speed of A321. 135. That's final approach speed, not whatever. I don't know. It's a bit confusing. I'm just gonna go to calculate what cat I am. I'm gonna use the final landing speed. That's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use landing speed. I know it's maybe wrong, but I don't know any different. If any of you guys know, just say. But I'm just gonna use that. Anyway, how long have we got now to Ancona? 196 miles. 22 minutes. And that keeps. It's already slipped back by 2 minutes. But by the end, it would have slipped back by like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. You know, like when we flew to Reykjavik. Can't believe that Reykjavik was the first time we ever flew with active sky, and we had like the worst weather. Like tons of cloud in Edinburgh, tons of cloud in Reykjavik. However, in Greece and Italy, no cloud. Looks lovely out there. Let's do a flyby. Yeah, currently there's still nothing heading to Bologna, so it looks like we're going to have, well, as I said, the airport to ourselves, which is quite fun. I don't know how big an airport Bologna is, as I can't look at the ground chart. I'll look it up. Might be able to get some better ones. See if I can find a ground chart somewhere in this mess of charts. Yeah, there is. Oh, it's just very simple. Yeah, very simple airport. Never mind, then we don't need charts for landing. I don't know why it's not loading, sadly, but oh well, it's not gonna load. Oh no, I'll give it one more chance to load, but I don't think it's got. Yeah, it's not gonna load, is it? Oh well. I did a remark on where I was saying MAL 90. Right, it says for ATC discretion only, but there isn't even a waypoint called MAL. I'm looking on the charts and I can't see one. Oh well, that's basically irrelevant then, isn't it? So we're doing good. Hopefully we can have a nice good landing in this thing when we get down to Bologna. Let's have a look at the 950 weather. Oh, never mind. We haven't got it. So even though the 920 weather was straight there. No. Not the... yeah, the 950 weather's appeared on here. 290 at 6. Although I don't think you can... I don't know, the temperature's 18. I need to test my skills at reading ATISs. So that's like 18 then G.08 maybe? I don't know. We'll see if this is correct. What I'm putting in now. To prove I can read an ATIS. Because, no, not... Yeah, a META, sorry. A META. It's not an ATIS. Because, like, ActiveSky provides a decoded one. This isn't decoded. It's just the complicated, basically, row of symbols. So it's Bologna at 850 Zulu. 850 Zulu. Winds are 290 at 6 knots. I'm not sure what the 250V320 is. And then, obviously, that's like, it's something to do with visibility okay, basic clouds and visibility okay. And then temperature 18, dew point 08, and then QNH 1018. I'm hoping that's what that is. When I look at ActiveSky, if it updates, which it hasn't yet, I'll be able to tell whether that's true or not. Because if I can read a META, I don't need to use ActiveSky then. Although metas do always look different, so it's quite it's handy to have ActiveSky, but when it doesn't update, it means I don't have to use it. Because quite often, ActiveSky doesn't update, funnily enough. And ActiveSky, yeah, Athens, even though the event has now started, actually no, it's only 9 AM Zulu, not 10 AM Zulu. Never mind. Well, I think it said it started at 9. To be fair, though, they've got like ATC online and Approach online and all that, so same thing really. They've got ATC. No ATC for me. I don't know. I'm hoping the Lano Centre come online because we'll have some stuff for Approach, but at the moment, nope. We're not going to be in their centre for a bit yet. I think we enter their centre at Ancona. Yeah, we do. Just after Ancona, like literally, no, just before Ancona, like maybe 10 miles before. We enter. That's when we enter Milan control. Yeah, no ATC in range of us anyway at the moment. Sadly. So direct then is 260 miles away, so we're probably like 300 miles off or something from Bologna now. This flight's gone fairly quick. 287 miles away, yeah, not bad. Just sort of cruising up the side of Italy, really. I was thinking about going all the way to Heathrow this week in the 787, because Flight can operate that as a flight, but I thought, 1,400 miles it is. 1,300, 1,400 miles, it's a bit too far, really. So I thought against that. It's a nice sort of like land over there. We did pass over a teeny bit of land sticking out. Maybe. Mainly just over sea at the moment. What's that? Is that a boat? Looks like a little teeny bit of island maybe. ATC is now bringing it up all over the place. I think it's, yeah, Switzerland control just came online. Zurich's got full ATC. But still nothing for us, unfortunately. Had 9 playbacks now, not bad. Guys, these streams are doing pretty good. Like, I'm pretty pleased lately. We've had some decent bits. People watching. It's cool. Also, we had like, I don't understand what's going on with YouTube. We had 1 sub yesterday, and I woke up this morning and my phone was like, oh, you have another sub. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll be on 68 now. And yet I'm back on 66. That makes no sense. I've gained 2. And yet I've gone from 66 to 67, and then back to 66. Something's gone a bit odd. Someone must have... I wish YouTube would tell you when someone unsubscribed as well. Because then you could sort of, like, link it together, but... Oh, well. It only tells when people subscribe. I guess it only wants to tell you good news. It doesn't want to tell you bad news. It's like, congratulations, someone subbed. Not to mention, but someone also unsubbed. doesn't want to tell you that last part. So we should be descending, I'm thinking, at about 130 miles. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Because we're not actually that far away. This flight, as I said, has gone pretty quickly. I don't know whether it'll actually take 2 hours. I'll have a look at what Active Sky says. The route I put in Active Sky is a different route. So, thinking about it, that's a bit dumb. Obviously, but Active Sky is saying 1 hour and 55. I'll put in the route. You know, I won't put in the route that I have currently plugged in. I wish Active Sky would just be able to take it, but I'll select direct. So if I was going direct between these airports, which I'm not, obviously, but currently that's the sort of the track I'm on. How long would it be if it was direct? So obviously I know, because that's the thing, we are basically going direct, apart from the star at the end, which isn't active, obviously. But it's not direct. It would take 1 hour and 45. So at about, I reckon about 1 hour and 50 we'll take today, maybe a little bit longer. I reckon we'll be at the hour and 59. Like yesterday, we landed like 7 minutes early. It was meant to take 2 hours and 6, and we landed after 1 hour and 59. So we were 7 minutes early yesterday. So we'll see what we can do today. Hopefully, we could be early again. It's nice when you're early. It's like, ha, I beat it. I mean, so we haven't. I don't know. The headwind has picked up actually. Thinking about it, I've just looked now. Ground speed earlier was about 415, 416. It's down to 399 now, so we have lost a little bit of speed because the wind has picked up from about 30 knots to about 53 knots, which is, you know, a bit more. Let's see if the weather for 9:50 is out. It is, and was I correct? Yes, the temperature is 80 and the dew point is 8. Yes, I can read it. I can read it 80s. No clouds still. Oh, and the 250V 320 means variable. So the winds are variable. That's cool. So that means it's all plugged in. We should get some new weather actually in about 20 minutes, and that might be the last stack of weather. I don't think it will be. I think we might hit the 1050 weather. Really, it's a shame we didn't choose this week though to do the Greek island hopping because the whole of Greece is online. I'm just thinking about that now. Like, hang on a minute. If we did this last Saturday, I think it was Saturday we did the Greek island hopping. It was, but it's like nice. We really should have chosen the Saturday to do. We should have chosen this Saturday to do. I didn't know. Oh, and I could have previewed you guys the quality wings a bit earlier as well. One thing I would love to do with the Quality Wing 787, we're going to do this not next week, but the week after. I think it's like Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City with Fly UK's franchise partner, Metro Air. No, code-share partner. They're a code-share. And basically they operate a flight that goes like San Francisco to Hanoi, and then to Ho Chi Minh City, and then to San Francisco again. But that short leg in the middle, it's like 600 miles. And I can fly that leg. So I'd like to do that. So I think we're going to do that. You know, we've never flown in Vietnam. We never really fly around Asia. And it's an opportunity to fly Metro Air. And it's also an opportunity to fly the Quality Wings somewhere else too. So I think we'll definitely do that in 2 weeks' time. I think it's Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City. It might be the other way round. You can only do it one way round. You can't do both. And it operates like 5 days. It operates 7 days a week, I believe. I'll have a look. I think it's Hanoi. I'll have a look. Yeah, Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City in a 787-8, I think. And it's about 700 miles, 677 miles. That's perfect. Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City, yeah. So that's nice. We'll do that down the coast of Vietnam. I'll have a look at what the what airline it. No, which variant of the 788? It's the -8. Yeah, they've got a new livery as well, actually, Metro Air, which I can't wait to try out. The Metro Prime Plus livery. Definitely going to be trying that out. Which is cool. So we'll definitely, we'll be using that when we use the Metro Air. So that'll be cool. So yeah, that's for 2 weeks' time. Don't know when. So we'll probably, that'll probably be on the Thursday, because there's less Vatsim events on a Thursday. Like, Thursday is normally the one day of the week that's like excluded by everybody. I don't know why, but it's always excluded on Vatsim. There's very, very rarely an event. Normally Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the busiest days for event, obviously. Like, you got Friday night and then obviously the weekend. But Thursday, I don't know, and Wednesday tends to be quite big. Like, you tend to have like midweek madness and things like that run. But then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are sort of neglected a little bit, which is a shame. So we've got 80 miles to go to Ancona now, and that's 86 miles then until top of descent, so not long, and then we'll be descending down. Obviously it's a bit of an odd descent, like we're going to stay at 300 for a bit, because it was a step descent, I guess you could call it, rather than a step climb. So at Ancona we need to descend down, and we'll be there for until after Sorug. And then we'll start our descent properly from 300. So it's a quick descent down to 300. We'll be there for about, I'm thinking about 4 miles. Also, I'll change the restriction, because it isn't, so it's /300 or below. We can be below. Okay, it doesn't allow that. Is it minus? Okay, I'll do it myself then. Do you put the sign in front of it? That's what I want. Yeah, you do. Plus 500, look. So it's minus 3,000 to mean. We can be below flight level 300 should it matter. We just need to be, if it's still at cruise, we'll do that. That hasn't actually changed anything, I don't think. You know what? I'll just get rid of the restriction anyway. We'll leave it at 30. We'll leave it at 30,000, and then we're meant to descend a bit after that, which will mean flight level 235 at Asdor, which is slightly too low according to SimBrief. I don't know. Obviously, SimBrief's descent path doesn't really matter. It's just a little bit of guidance almost. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. Although according to our initial estimate, we should have been descending at 920. That's now 927. So honestly, it's so bad. I don't understand what's up with the Airbus's time estimation, but it's just shocking. Right, according to it, we should have been descending now. Like, and we're still 70 miles away. Like, how can you be 70 miles out in the space of 320 miles? It's that bad. It's that far out. I don't get it. It's just really bad estimation skills. I don't really understand why that is, but yeah, it's just bad. Not good. So we're an hour and 22 into the flight. We've got about 40 minutes left to run today. Well, if we stick to our plan, 40 minutes left to run. Stream time today should be about the same as it was yesterday, about 2 hours and 40 minutes, I'm thinking. Oh no, these headwinds have got a bit worse. That's what it is. I think that's why our estimation suddenly went out. These winds did get a bit worse. To be fair to the plane, the winds were original. I mean, we've clawed ourselves back up to a ground speed of 402, which is a little bit higher, but still not that high. So we are going very slow today. The 10:20 weather for Bologna might be out now. How long does this thing we've got left? About half hour left in the flight then, until we have to land. Bean Overlay is saying the same thing. And Vatsim is probably saying the same thing. It is, yeah. Funnily enough, but yeah, Bean Overlay is saying about 10:48, but obviously that's direct. 1, direct to the airport, which we're not doing, and 2, it is the current speed, which again will slow down. This can go down to 40 nautical mile range now. Actually, I'll do that once we pass a bit later on, because we've got these waypoints are a bit more close together now. Because obviously we have this massive sort of like run where it was all direct between Tigra and ANC. Almost an hour it's taken us to get between these two waypoints. I mean, we had last time, yeah, when we were passing Tigra, we just switched on to Unicorn, so we'd had ATC. And that's like how long it's taken when we had ATC. Felt like ages ago. Hopefully, yeah, the wind is still good. I don't think we'll be switching over to runway 12 anytime soon. Currently nothing on its way to Bologna, nothing even pre-filed, just nothing. Sadly, I don't know, Bologna might not be a very busy airport or something. Oh well, I don't know. I think, was that, yeah, Stuttgart approach just came online, Luxembourg approach just came online, so there's tons of controllers constantly coming online, but just not where we want them, basically. I'll have a look at, Heathrow now has got no ATC at all, although tons of planes are heading for it, obviously. It's pretty nuts. Right, 40 miles to Ancona, so let's get this thing down to 40 nautical mile range now. So this flight's gone pretty quickly, the hour and a half long flight, we have passed it pretty quickly, I think. So yeah, 34 miles now to Ancona, and we should be descending at about 37 miles then. That's now twice. Yeah, 37 miles. will be descending in. So, pretty good. Oh dear, I pressed shift too many times then. Right. Yeah, I pressed shift like too many times trying to move around. There we go. All fine. The flight team didn't pause, just kept going without sound. Have you got the 10:20 weather yet for Bologna? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Right, 17 miles to Ancona now. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to have any ATC or anything like that, so... So we'll wait to descend now, basically. So we'll hit the descent mark in 20 miles, get ourselves down to 30,000, and then we'll sit there until after Sorog. So for now, we'll just set this down to 30,000. So we'll plug in 30,000, let it go down to 30,000, and then we'll plug it further down after that to 3,000, I think. Yeah, 3,000. And our go around altitude is 4,000. Okay. Cool. I'll just check our go around altitude is actually 4,000. Yes, it's not like above, but it doesn't really matter. If it displays 4,000, that's generally the go-around altitude anyway, even if there's above or below. That's what you set. Although of all days, I don't think this would be one of the weirdest days to have a go-around, given how nice the weather is. Well, we haven't had an update from Active Sky. However, the meta is out. It is at 300 at 5. So, basically the same. We've had basically the same wind all morning. It's just been sort of drifting around a little bit. And temperature's same, QNH is same. Transition altitude 6,000, and then yeah, QNH 1018 want to get like sort of pre-plugged in. You can't do that in this aircraft, so oh well. Hey. Right, we're descending in 1 mile. Wait, yeah, okay, I don't know, this counter is sometimes wrong. You need to stick to what that says. And then we're going down to 30,000, and then once we're at 30,000, after that we can continue our main descent. We're about 130 miles from Bologna now, so it is the right time to be descending, I'd say. No, I don't have any Emirates planes. I do have a 787. I don't have any planes that Emirates fly. However, you could definitely fly one of their routes with the 787. But no, I don't have any planes. That's the A380 or the 777. Haven't got either of those. Right, so we'll start our descent down to 30,000, little step descent, and then after we've been there for 10 miles or however long, we'll continue our descent down to from 30,000. Don't need to alert anyone on Unicom, as I've said, there is absolutely nothing going in or out of Bologna at the moment on Vatsim, so whatever. I just said I don't have a United Emirates like plane. Do you mean like Emirates is in the airline? I don't have a plane with their livery, if that's what it is. Right, we're approaching 30,000. I don't know why this is in 40 nautical mile. I'll keep it in 40. No, I don't know why it's in 20. I'll keep it in 40. The plane we're flying today is an Aegean. Aegean A321, so obviously we're flying from Athens. So we'll sit here at 30,000 for a bit, and then, well, actually I can plug it straight down now to 3,000. This plane will follow that when it's ready. Okay, 3,000 is set now, so we'll continue our descent now to below 30,000. Down to 3,000, and then, well, we'll have to be above 5,000 at the airport, and then we'll loop ourselves round and get ourselves into Bologna. See if Active Sky's got the updated weather yet. It has, and everything I put in is all correct anyway. Cool. No clouds, I don't think. I'll just check that. Still no clouds. Lovely. Although we have still got a couple of clouds. What's the active weather for where we are now? Let's have a look. So right now, clouds none reported at surface, despite these clouds that we can plainly see, but okay. I will never understand that about Active Sky. It's like, there's no clouds, and there's clouds right in front of me. So, you know, you can say there's no clouds, but there are. They're pretty high up clouds though, you know, 27,000. I think this thing will descend quite slowly because of the fact that we've sort of made it descend maybe slightly early. I don't know. How long got to go now? 106 miles, so yeah, we should have another 20 minutes in the air, something like that. So thank you guys, we've had 11 playbacks on today's stream, so that's like 11 clicks I guess. That's very good today. As I said, our streams have been getting much more popular recently, it's great. Hope anyone watching is really enjoying the content, as always. Passing 26,000 now. So, yeah, I don't know why these two waypoints are so close together now, but whatever. And I will do one final check. We are still a Cat D aircraft with the landing speed, so we'll keep our minimums of 360. I don't think the minimums are going to really play a part here. I don't know, that thick cloud over there, though, I don't think that's covering Bologna. No, sorry, we're just flying to Bologna today. No formation flying. We're just on Vatsim. So, no, sorry if you wanted to. All we're doing today is flying from Athens down to Bologna, and then once we're in Bologna, we'll do that. I don't know. If the channel got big enough, I would do like things like. Yeah, if we did that, I would definitely do sort of. Just saying, good content, like in my opinion, is doing this. Okay? I say, if the channel got big enough, if we got like 100,000 subs, we could do subscriber events, but that's not going to happen, really. It's going to take a while. Yeah, okay, sorry, we're not going to fly in formation. Alright. I'm flying the plan. The plan, flying to Bologna. No one else. Passing 20,000 here. It's basically straight into, well, the start of the star at Peleg. Straight in, past the airport, above 5,000, loop round at 3,000 feet into the airport on the ILS. So, pretty decent arrival today. Yeah, it looks like those clouds are covering a different area of Italy, hopefully. So we're not going to get any. We're passing 21,000 now. No ATC, sadly, nothing Bologna. Okay, just say, I'm not going to do any formation fly. I'm not going to fly from certain places to certain places with other people. Okay? Just keep that in mind. If, like, I decide on what flights I'm doing. If you have any flight suggestions, I will note them down. But generally, they have to be under 700, 800 miles. Apart from that, honestly, if you want a streamer who will, like, fly with you and formation fly, look for someone else. Or me. Okay? Right, coming out to Peleg in about 25 miles. Plane is looking good. Transition altitude 6,000 here, so the wind's starting to die down a bit, which is nice. Obviously, as we're getting lower. No more contrail on the plane anymore. Yeah, that cloud's thick over there. I'm glad we're not flying into that. Bologna is basically straight ahead of here, so we haven't got any issues with that. Yeah, Bologna's literally straight ahead, so we shouldn't have any issues. I never turned on the weather radar. Oh dear. Just realised that now. There we go. The weather radar's on. Luckily, the weather hasn't been that bad today. So I don't think we need it, because there you go. 40 nautical mile range we can no longer use because we're getting that just mess. We'll put it down to 10 nautical miles now. But yeah, look, by the looks of it, the clouds are pretty good over here. Over there, though, look at that. So, you know, like, Firenze, is it? Not as good. We're currently now passing 16,000. Yeah, this is the A321 Aerosoft edition. It's not the professional one. It's like the one you buy on Steam, basically. This is Steam edition FSX. As I was explaining earlier in the stream, like obviously I know people weren't watching them, but this is like I bought this to get into flight sim a few years ago, but we still fly it because it's a fun aircraft. It's a fun little plane. Yeah, it's the A321 Aerosoft. It's absolutely lovely. I think it's a lovely little plane. Plan today was to fly the A320 as well, but the livery wasn't working. So yeah, we ended up flying an A321. Doesn't really matter. The A321 is just as nice a plane. Also, we haven't really flown the A321 in a while, so quite nice. Passing 15,000. Let's get our seatbelt signs on. Everyone back there, sit down. A little bit of turbulence maybe, I'm sensing. Nothing on the weather radar really though, so we're okay. Also the weather radar that I didn't turn on the whole flight. It didn't really matter though, we didn't have any bad weather. So, you know. Right, passing 13,000 up here. Why is it suddenly, look, it's like clear, cloudy. Why is it so cloudy over there? It's like stupidly cloudy over there. In the valleys. I don't know why, but you know, we're not flying there, so it doesn't really matter. We are getting a little bit of turbulence, maybe from the clouds over there, I don't know. But we're definitely getting a bit, because the plane is getting rocked around a teeny bit. Luckily the seatbelt signs are on, so if anyone's walking around, it's their own fault. If they get turned into a pancake, constantly, you know, basically getting knocked around the plane. It's their fault. They didn't sit down. So here's the start at Peleg. It's basically straight into the airport from here, and then, as I said, loop round, and then into the airport from there. So we've only got 50 miles to run now. So it is looking like we'll hit our target of being a bit early, maybe. If we were on time, we'd be landing in 13 minutes. So maybe I think we'll be on time actually, because that sounds about right. Oh, I accidentally opened that little tray table. Don't want that. Getting bumped around a little bit here. Right, there's 10,000. Well, we're slowing down to 10,000. On go the landing lights. Does this thing need assistance from a speed brake? I don't think it does actually. We seems to be losing speed just fine. like this. So that's the airport, I believe, there. We're going to overfly it and then land. Even though, yeah, we are currently at perfect heading for the ILS. It's a shame we can't just go direct to the ILS, really. Why couldn't we do that? Why didn't we do that? Well, we're too high now to do that. Because I'm not getting to 3,000 in 10 miles. Saying that now. So we'll have to just sit with the approach that we've got now. Maybe I should have done that. Thinking about it, I didn't really realise what we were doing, I don't think. But that's the runway we're landing on there. So we're going to loop round and then land like that. And we need to be above 5,000 at the airport. Because we've still got 40 miles to go, look. And the airport's just there. It's really annoying. That is actually quite annoying. I didn't realise that, I don't think, really. Right, passing 10,000 now. Okay, passing 10,000 feet, got a bit more to go. So passing 9,000 pretty much, we'll go to 5,000 at the airport. And we'll loop round. So that's our runway. That's the airport as well. So that's the terminal. So we're going to land, vacate like there, maybe. Oh, actually, let's set all brakes medium. We always generally use that in this plane. We only have 2 auto brake settings. May as well just use the highest one of the 2, and it's only named medium. I don't know why it isn't low and high, but for some reason it's low and medium, and then high doesn't exist. It just skips straight to max, which is obviously used for takeoff. So yeah, it'd be sort of loop around the airport. After it will sort of change our route up here once it works out what on earth we're doing. I think our plane is a bit confused about what we're doing. No one heading for Bologna at the moment, so. So yeah, there's the airport, look, and we're at 7,000 feet still, so, oh well, I guess, that's a bit of a shame. Well, we're heading up to the airport now, we're 5 miles from the, the VOR, and we need to turn to the right then. And head back along the path, basically, to get ourselves descended. So there you go, under 7,000. We've got 27 miles left to run. If we weren't looping around the airport, we probably could have made our, we could have been early even, but now we might have to be slightly after our sort of planned time. So there's our airport down there. This thing hasn't made an arc or anything for us to follow. It normally does that. It makes like an arc or something that we have to follow. And the fact that it hasn't done that is maybe a bit of a problem. Because this thing can't do that sharp a turn. Like, you're not going to do a turn that sharp. It's trying, I think, but. And this thing's now getting itself slowed down to 220 knots as well. There's 6,000. In goes the QNH to 1018 plane. Even though I set 1018, I guess it doesn't understand. Yeah, we are like miles off course now, thanks to this silly plane. Because this plane's meant to make like an arc for itself, but it didn't do that. Which is why we've ended up with this. This plane being a bit silly. We're about 3.5 miles off course now, thanks to that. Nice. Rip. My phone just fell off like its place on the monitor. Always does that. We are now slightly too high, unfortunately, because this thing's just got itself like an extra 2.5 miles to deal with. But it looks like it's actually created an arc for this next one, which is nice. And like that's what it was supposed to do for this VOR, but it obviously didn't for some strange reason. But it looks like the descent path is catching back up with us now. So yeah, it's a shame, maybe I should have just gone direct to Ablex, a bit further back there, but what can you do now? We're passing 5,600. I'll check the latest weather, that should have come out literally like 4 minutes ago. I'll check if we have got the METAR. No, we haven't. So, yeah, we're landing with this weather then. This weather that we've got. No clouds or anything outside, which is nice. It's very good weather, actually. I mean, it is Italy, nice and warm. What's our landing speed now? Because we might actually be considered Cat C. No, we're still considered Cat D. So. This thing does have a pretty high land. I think it's because of like the amount of cargo we took. We've got quite a bit of cargo on board. Actually. That's probably why. It's probably all the cargo. We've got stuffed in the back of this plane. A little bit too much, maybe. Right, passing 4,700 now. This thing's slowing itself down a bit. Looks like this thing's trying to get itself back on course, which it is doing, amazingly. And yeah, so there we go, passing 4,400 now. We need to be about 3,000. Let's get the landing systems turned on as well. I don't know why there's a little like triangle it's created here. Something's a bit off there. Oh, that's our plane for you, isn't it? It's just like, yeah, why not? Right, we've got, apparently everything is tuned in, because obviously I don't have any control of the nav radios, or the course in this plane. It's all automatic, I can't do anything with it, so hopefully it's all set it correctly. Well, it is actually following this triangle, isn't it? This little, like, square it's made itself. What is it doing? Plane. Right, direct Ablex. Unfortunately, our plane made a little diamond and it actually started following it. Don't understand the Airbus sometimes. Like, that's the most dumb flight route in the world. Why would you do an extra sort of loop round? You wouldn't. Like, the altitude's fine. Got no problems. It's just a bit glitched almost. Sadly. It's the problems we've got. This plane sometimes. Anyway. Go to Ablex. We need to be at 3,000 a bit later on. No, I don't know. For some reason we haven't got any kind of glide slope or localizer anywhere. I'll arm the approach now because I'd like to use the approach, obviously. If we've got it, because we are in line with the airport, and by the looks of it, it's tuned everything correctly. I mean, it must have. I mean, I can't do it. That's kind of the thing. It normally tunes it automatically. I don't know. For some reason, it's not working. We haven't got any kind of approach today, I guess. But oh well. This thing's going to stay itself at 3,000 now, which is funny. There we go. Great. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to have any help on approach from this plane. So, you know, well, off goes the autopilot, I guess. Don't don't need it. So, off goes the autopilot. I'll take control from here. Flaps 2. And gears coming down 6 miles out. The engines aren't really doing anything right now, they're not making any sound. We're slightly too high, so I'll try and get the plane down. Yeah, for some reason we haven't got any controls. Like, no, we haven't got any like glide slip or localizer, unfortunately. Right, flaps full. I'll idle the throttles and then take control of them myself. Before I start doing anything with the throttles, I just need to get this thing down, so, slow it down for now at the moment. Right, all brakes, spoilers armed, all brakes on, flaps full, everything's all ready to go. None of the lights need to come on, they're all good. So yeah, let's get this thing down. A little bit of turbulence there, I just felt. We are slightly too high, so let's just push this plane down before we do anything. That's our main aim before we start on anything else. Get this thing, because we do need to slow down, so I want to try and get slightly too low and then push the nose up. That's what I'd like to do.
1,000.
Yeah, there's 1,000. There we go, we're starting to get back on course now. So we'll push the plane back up to try and get this thing slowed down, because we are too quick.
400. 300 above.
There we go, the speed is now finally declining a little bit.
Minimum 200.
Continue. There we go, speed's got back up.
100. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Oh, minus 323 at a bounce as well. No! Not good. Not a good one. We're not down yet. Oh, we are down. I thought we bounced. Okay, obviously we didn't, because there wasn't a second touchdown rate that appeared. Right, no need to reverse, really. Right, 70 knots. Auto brakes off and all that. Right, stop the clock there. 2 hours on the flight time, so 1 minute late. Later than planned, but there we go. A bit of a rough touchdown, minus 393. Not too bad. I'm not very good at landing this plane. It's not... the physics, as I said, it's probably because it isn't a study level aircraft, but the physics on it aren't as good. I'll give it that. The physics on it just aren't as good as the Boeing. The 2 Boeing aircraft I own. Right, we've vacated. Here. Flaps coming in. Hello and welcome everybody to Bologna. Off go the landing lights, on go the taxi lights, and on goes the APU. And there we go. Hello and welcome everybody to Bologna. Let's go ahead and get our GSX open. Why the gates are 100 and something, I don't know. We'll just set gate 102. Aviation services, why not? And then we'll just taxi to wherever that gate actually is. So by the looks of it, yeah, in here, then in there. Like that, I think. So, yeah, there we go, we're on the ground. You know, after Greece, really, it was just totally empty on Vatsim. Now, Greece is fully busy. We really should have done Greek Island hopping this Saturday. Sadly, we didn't, so... Oh well, we're on the ground now. After 2 hours in the air. Very good fun, actually. We've had quite a few people in this stream. 13 playbacks. Thumbs up to that. Right, let's turn ourselves to the left. And then we'll taxi in there. I don't know, I think all these stands are probably like parking stands. I accidentally just took a screenshot. That's quite funny. May as well take a screenshot. We'll probably need one at some point of an Aegean A321, so why not? Right, stop, and then we'll turn right here. Nothing on the ground here. Oh, something's just spawned in now, heading for Bologna from Gatwick, literally now. Must have just took off. Nice. Oh. That's when Bologna gets busy. Well, not busy, there's only one plane heading for it, but yeah. Wait, about an hour and a half's plane time, there'll be an EasyJet on the ground here, but yeah, we're not going to be still connected by then, so. As if we're going to be connected then. Right, turn to the left. We're slightly off the line, actually. I'll get ourselves lined up again. There we go. We're lined up with the gate, I think. Although according to GSX, we're not. Felt like we were. There we go. We're in line now. Not bad. Slightly too far, maybe. No, alright parking. And engines off. Here we are, guys, parked at the gate in Bologna. A bit too far in askew. Oh, it's not that bad. It's alright. Right, anyway, go to the doors page. Doesn't appear that we need APU power, really. Right. Parking brakes off. External power and all that stuff on. External power on, APU off. And seatbelts off as well. And finally, beacon lights can come off. Strobes can come out of the auto position. Nav and logo lights off. Taxi lights off. And there we go, guys. That is us on the ground here in Bologna. Let's go ahead and get ourselves deboarded. Not bad. Not bad at all. Deboarding requested. Front cargo door. Yeah, it wasn't the best of landing today, but not bad. Back cargo door on. Still no call to let the passengers deboard yet. I guess we're just letting them wait until the bus gets here, maybe? I don't know. Everything's off now. Oh, yeah, fuel pumps can come off as well. All this can come off. I know it's basically automatic anyway, but it can all come off. That's it. So that is basically us done with this plane. We won't bother putting it into cold and dark today. We're still waiting for the bus to get here for us to unload everybody. There we go. There we go. Everyone can now get off. Cool, that's us. All done then. Everyone's deboarding, all 174 of them. And that's us finished for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a very fun stream actually. We've had a number of playbacks, quite a bit in the chat as well. It's nice and busy for once. But anyway, that is the flight completed. It's a shame I didn't get the A320 delivery working, but You know, I'll have to search for another one, or we just won't fly with an A320 Aegean ever, because it doesn't seem like there's really a livery out there for it. But luckily we've got an A319 and we've got a... Oh, wow, I didn't disconnect from Vatsim. Rip. Oh, dear, I didn't actually disconnect from Vatsim. Oh, dear. Yeah, and then we just went off the sim without disconnecting. Rip. Rip. That's better. So it's all ready. All good. So get that off. And that spike can come off. And then we go. That is everything all done for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope everyone who watched really enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.